All right, today we're diving into one of the most exciting and, let's be honest, chaotic frontiers in tech, AI development. We are on a quest, you and I, to find the ultimate commander for this new era. So let's get right into it. So that's the big question, right? Who is the strongest commander of the AI era? Because right now, building with AI feels a little like the Wild West. It's incredibly powerful, but man, is it messy. To even begin to find an answer, we first have to bring a little bit of order to all that chaos. And this chaos, this is the central problem that pretty much everyone is running into. We have these amazing, mind-blowing new tools, but there's no unified way to manage them. You know, it's kind of like having an army of geniuses with absolutely no battle plan. So what we desperately need is a law, a set of rules, a system to govern how we build, one that ensures we get consistency, reliability, and, just a little bit of sanity. And that's where this really powerful concept comes into play. This law is a concept called specification-driven development, or SDD for short. The idea is actually pretty simple, but it's also kind of revolutionary. You create one master blueprint, a spec, that becomes the single source of truth for the entire project. Think of it like a constitution for your AI application. Okay, so if SDD is the law, then you can think of open source frameworks as the agencies that enforce it. And today, we're going to meet the four main contenders, the four commanders, each with a totally different philosophy on how to lead. And here they are, our four commanders: BMAD method, SpecKit, OpenSpec, and PromptX. Each one represents a unique way to try and tame AI's chaos. So the real question is, which one of these is right for you? So let's pop the hood and really see what makes each of these commanders tick. I think once we break down their core philosophies, you'll have a much better idea of which one aligns with what you're trying to build. First up is BMAT method. I like to call this one the AI virtual company. Its whole idea, its philosophy, is something called agentic agile. So instead of just giving you a tool, it literally assembles a virtual team of AI agents to work on your project. So here's how that works in practice. It spins up these specialized AI roles. You get an analyst who clarifies what you need, an architect who designs the whole system, and a scrum master who breaks it all down into small, manageable tasks. This kind of structure, it's absolutely perfect for building complex projects from scratch, what we call going from 0 to 1. Okay, next up we've got SpecKit, and this one comes from the team at GitHub. The best way to think about this one is as the industrial-grade pipeline. It is all about process, stability, and a very strict, phased approach to development. This is the commander that values order above absolutely everything else. And as you can probably guess from that chain graphic, this process is rigid. I mean, you have to follow its 4 stages: specify, plan, create tasks, and then implement. There are no shortcuts, no skipping steps, and that makes it just about ideal for big teams that need things like compliance, audit trails, and rock-solid standardization. Our third commander is OpenSpec, which I think of as the surgeon's scalpel. Now, unlike tools that are built for shiny new projects, OpenSpec is designed for the reality that most developers actually face, working with huge existing codebases. Its workflow is focused entirely on managing change, not building from the ground up. It's a really simple process. You propose a change, you review it, you implement it, and then you sync it back. It's like applying a very precise patch to a really complex system, which makes it perfect for maintaining all that legacy code. And finally, we've got PromptX. This one I call the plug-in brain. It's by far the most flexible and lightweight commander of the bunch. Its philosophy is super simple. Natural language is the ultimate interface. No complex processes here, it's all just about conversation. So it works using something called a model context protocol, which is really just a fancy way of saying you can teach it new skills with plain English. You can literally just tell it, hey, create an expert who understands our database, and then you connect it to your tools. You're basically upgrading your AI's brain on the fly, making it perfect for teams who need to add custom context without some big, heavy framework. All right, we've met the 4 commanders. We've seen their philosophies, how they operate. So now it is time for the big question. Which one is right for you? Let's get to the verdict. This slide really breaks it all down. If you're building a complex, new project from zero, BMAD Method's virtual team is your best bet, hands down. For large companies needing that serious standardization, GitHub SpecKit is really the clear choice. If you are drowning in old code, OpenSpec is the surgeon you need to call. And if you just want to smartly upgrade your existing AI tools, PromptX is that flexible plugin you've been looking for. So let's put it even more simply. If you want a team, you choose BMAT. If what you really need is a predictable, industrial-grade pipeline, your choice is SpecKit. If you need the incredible precision of a surgeon's scalpel for code that already exists, well, then you need OpenSpec. And if you just want a smart, easy-to-install plugin for your AI's brain, then PromptX is your answer. So we've laid out the entire landscape, the commanders and their armies. The choice of the strongest commander, it isn't about which one is universally the best. It's about which one is best for your battle. So now it's your turn to choose. Because at the end of the day, the right tool is just an extension of your own will. It's not about following some rigid doctrine. It's about choosing your preferred partner for what you could call a dance with AI. So I'm going to leave you with this one question. What's the nature of your project? Are you starting something brand new from the ground up, or are you deep in the trenches maintaining an old system? Your answer to that question is the first step toward choosing your commander.